Hi, I'm Ellie from The Dark Imp, helping parents to reclaim family time by playing board games together. Today, a sneak peek of a new game that's coming to Kickstarter in early March. Uranus. Uranus is a 3 to 6 player cooperative game. In a cooperative game, you're playing together to try and beat the game. Now, in this game, everybody plays simultaneously, so there isn't any sitting around and waiting for anyone else's turn. And you're each in control of your own alien race that inhabits one of the moons of Uranus. So everybody gets a moon board showing their moon, which they're all different, and they've got different layout of resources and a different layout of mines. That's the black dots. And they're going to get, there's some more moon boards, and they're going to get their own project board, which shows their special race, the special abilities of their race, and shows all the projects that they can complete in the course of the game. So each player is going to get those two things at the beginning of the game. They're going to get a starting mines card, which shows them where the other mines are going to be. And all of these moons and the project boards are laid out around the table. In the centre of the table, there's Uranus. Now, the quest is to try and get to Uranus before the moons explode. Because the moons are under attack all through the game. The moons are under attack by asteroids. So this is the track that shows the rounds in the game. And you're going to start here, and on each round, you're going to move a step closer to this big explosion. As you can see, there are sort of mini explosions as you go along. And as you get to these points, then there are asteroid attacks onto the moon. And between each two moons, there is an impact card and a coordinate card. And at the beginning of the game, these start face down. And at some point, you may be able to turn them face up so you know where the impact of this asteroid is going to happen, but you may not be able to. It depends what kinds of technologies you learn about and what advances you make. But these show the extent of the impact and the location of the impact in each case. So you're going to work that out on your moon, and then you're going to colour in that section. That bit of your moon goes dark. You can never use it again. So these asteroids attacks, they get increasingly frequent, and they affect your moon more and more. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to escape your moon, and everyone's trying to do the same thing. They're trying to escape their moon and get to Uranus before the moon completely explodes. Now, to do that, you've got to learn all sorts of things. You've got to develop different technologies. You've got to build your spaceship. You've got to send resources to Uranus to build habitation modules. You might want to develop telescope technology, which allows you to see where the asteroid attacks are going to be. You're going to want to create new mines so you can mine more resources. You're going to want to create tunnels between those mines so that you can use them together. So this is a draw and erase network building game. On your moon board, you're going to create networks between the mines. So these mines, they are nice big dots, and you're going to end up with 10 of them to start with. That might be 10, I don't know. And you're going to draw lines between them to connect them in a network of resources so that you've got, for example, these 3 mines connected in one system. At the beginning of each go, after the asteroid attack, each of your mines is going to get a moon rock of a different colour according to what space it is on your board. And so you're going to add your moon rock, and then you can use these moon rocks in all sorts of different formations on your project board. So for example, if you've got two greens together, then you can use these 2 greens together in one network to build a tunnel. And you're going to cross that off. Now, when you're ready, you can start building these things. So there are several different phases in each turn. First of all, it's the asteroid attack phase, if there is one. Then You get to mine on your board and transport those resources together so that they form different pools of resources. And then you're going to use your resources and put them on your project board and remove them from your moon board. And then you're going to build and activate anything that you've got ready on your project board. So you may be able to create new mines, you may be able to build fortifications around mines so they're immune to attack. You may build a launch pad so that you can send resources to Uranus to try and build your new home there. You may put resources towards advancing technology so that you can eventually build your spaceship and send your entire race to Uranus. There's a lot happening. There's this sort of ever impending end game as you get further and further along the track. And the more asteroid attacks you have, the more your moon is attacked and the more bits are taken out of your moon so that the space that you have that's usable becomes less and less and less. So it's really about planning from turn to turn. You've got special abilities that can help the people on either side of you, the players on either side of you, they can benefit from them. You might be able to give resources to them. You might be able to ready mines that they can then build on their own moon. You might be able to attack asteroids that are threatening them as well as those that are threatening you. There's all sorts of things you can do. Let's have a quick look at what's in the box. Okay, so there's the 6 moon boards. There are 6 different project boards with the different special abilities of the different races. There's Uranus. There's the turn track. Then there's a bag of 190 different moon rocks. Oh, that's the asteroid track marker, so you can move it up the asteroid track. There's a bag of pens. There's a bag of imps, of course. The imps are, they represent your race. Then there's a stack of impact cards showing all sorts of different kind of impact patterns that you might be experiencing from the asteroid attacks. There's a set of coordinate cards which give you every coordinate on your moon board. So these are all sorts of different points of impact. There's a set of starting mines cards so that it really is increasing the variation every time you play. You're going to start with mines in different places. There's a set of space junk cards. If you launch resources to Uranus and there are extra resources that you don't need in your habitation module, as shown here, then they're going to become space junk. And you have to take a space junk card and do whatever it says on the space junk card for each piece of space junk you create. That's a real chaos element. And there's also some personal objective cards. Now you can choose to play with these if you want to, or you can choose not to. And each of these personal objectives is going to give you a secret objective that you're trying to do. Remember, it's a cooperative game. You're trying to win as a whole team. If you win, you could also have a double win if you manage to complete your own personal objective. So for this one, for example, it says, fire your space gun exactly 3 times during the game. And again, you can write and erase this so you can make a note of when you do that on your card. So this is a really exciting write and erase network builder. You're going to have to keep changing where your tunnels are going to make different mines match up with each other to give you different combinations of resources, which are ultimately going to allow you to complete different projects on your project board. You've got to get out of there. Everyone's got to get out of there before the moons explode. That's Uranus coming to Kickstarter at the beginning of March.